Hello everyone, my name is Alvin and I'm a graphic facilitator. As a facilitator, one of the most important skill set is to be able to produce good flip charts. Today, I'll be sharing with you how you can prepare simple and impressive flip charts in less than 10 minutes. Being a facilitator, I often have to facilitate discussion and brainstorming sessions. To ensure that sessions are being well conducted, a set of good ground rules is necessary. So generally, ground rules define how the session should be conducted. Ground rules are established with the agreement of the group to ensure that facilitation session is conducted smoothly, gathering all inputs from the participant. So let's take a look at how we design a simple flip chart of ground rules. Now, the materials we are using today are A2 size flip chart paper, Mr. Sketch markers, and soft pastels. Soft pastels are also commonly known as chalk to many artists. I'm going to use the signboard as a theme for my design today. So let's take a look at how we construct a signboard as a header. We will use the brown Mr. Sketch marker to start with. First, draw a long horizontal line leaving about a centimeter away from the top. Then we proceed to the right side and draw in zigzag lines. This is to produce the effect of a broken board. Draw another horizontal line at the bottom to form the base and repeat the zigzag lines on the left to complete the board. Now your signboard is almost done. The next thing you want is to fill it with color. We'll need to get the sequence right. We apply the color before writing in the box so that the text will not be overlaid by the pastels. I will use the light brown pastel to apply them onto the signboard with light pressure. Work along the borders so that you will not shade out of the box. Then draw horizontal lines across lightly so that it appears to fill the entire board. Do not apply too much pressure at this point of time. You will know you have applied too much pastels if your drawings end up with a lot of chalk dust. Now repeat this process until the unfilled portion of the box is covered. It is alright if there's any blank space in between because you can always use your fingers to smudge the pastel so that it is evenly distributed across the board. Now, this is the uniqueness of soft pastel. You can smudge them to form a smooth yet striking finishing. Now, next, what we are going to do is we are going to complete the drawing by drawing in the stalk. To give the board a 3D effect, we are going to observe where the light is going to come from, and we are going to basically thicken the side of the portion where the light is going to shine on, and then thicken the lines there just to form additional borders so that we can allow the drawing to stand out. So this portion is important. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to visually divide the board into two equal portions, right, without drawing any lines in between. So what we're going to write now is we're going to write in ground rules. As the word ground is relatively long, right, we're going to use it to fill the top portion of the board, and then the rules, right, to fill the bottom portion. Now we have almost completed the board. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to fill the stalk as well, right? And then use the same technique, fill part of it, and then use your finger to smudge so that you can fill the entire stalk. Now, to finish off the signboard, what you can do is you can actually add in wood grains to make your drawing looks a little bit more lifelike. There's no hard and fast rules in adding wood grains, but what you can do is you can observe how generally a piece of board will look like if there's no drawing on it. You can also add in grains for the stalk. There you go. This is your signboard. And to finish the signboard, we create some effect with glass around the stalk. And next, what we want to do is we want to create a border, right, that differentiate the signboard from where we are going to start writing our ground rules. So what we're going to do is we are going to create a straight line using a series of grass. And how do we draw the grass? We just use like 4 strokes, right, and form them into a bunch of glass. This is what we do to create a border so that we can write beneath it. Now, when you're facilitating, now what are some of the ground rules that you want? In today's busy world, everybody owns a mobile device, and what we don't want is people's phone ringing during a discussion. So what we usually add is silence your mobile device. But the dilemma here is, do we write silence your mobile device or silence your mobile device? In order to avoid all these grammatical errors, I'm just going to put mobile devices to silent mode. Right, in this case, you don't have to worry about someone coming up to you and correct your spelling errors. So there you go, put mobile devices to silent mode. Now, next thing, we want people to listen and understand the context before giving or sharing their views during a discussion. So the next point, I'm going to go with listen to understand. It is very important for people to be able to discuss and listen to one another during discussions so that people will not dispute or share ideas that has already been shared by others. This is to ensure that our discussion is kept effective and efficient. The next point I'm going to go with is to respect all opinions. This is one of the most basic and important ground rules in any discussion. Following this, what I'm going to go with is to suspend judgment. This is to ensure that participants are able to share their points without being filtered off too early, right? This is for us to harvest as many ideas as possible during the initial stage of the discussion, right? And last but not least, we don't want people to be bystanders or pedestrians in the discussion point. And so we are going to go with participate in the discussion actively, but to keep it short, we are just going to write participate actively, right? And here are just simple examples of a set of ground rules. Of course, I'm going to leave some blank space at the bottom so that participants can add in any other ground rules that they deem is important to have an effective discussion, right? And well, if you want to further beautify the flip chart, what you can do is you can go to the borders, right, and use the green pastels to shade and form a box along the ground rules. Let's see how we can do it effectively. So I'm going to go with the light green, right, and I'm just going to draw a straight line down on the side, and as usual, use my fingers to smudge it, right? One line on the left and one line on the right. Okay, and then join it up, right, with a horizontal line to form the border of the ground rules, right? And I can also shade in lightly along the line where I drew the grass earlier on. So here you go, the ground rules, right? You can visit my Facebook at Foundation, Facilitation and Consultancy. Give a like if you enjoyed this video, and we'll be able to share more with you in the near future. Thank you.